Hello everyone and welcome to Molecular Drumming. Today we're going to talk about a topic at the very core of this system, transitions. Now what I mean by transitions is the switch from one section of music to the next. Now molecular drumming was designed around these mode switches. The idea being that when you go from one mode to another that's intentionally difficult, it'll disrupt your usual thought patterns, get you out of that rut that you're in, it'll give you a boost in creativity, and allow you to play in ways that you've never even thought of before. Now, of course, it'll become automatic with time and practice, and especially with repetition, but that's really the whole point, isn't it? Once they become automatic, they infuse themselves into your day-to-day playing. Now, some of these can be quite difficult, and so what we're going to look at today are some strategies that will allow us to attack these transitions and make them easier for you to learn. For our example today, let's take a look at the transition between a right-handed pattern and a left-handed pattern. Instead of jumping into it directly and playing it as written, there's a couple of things we can do to build it up and ease our way into it. And these really apply to any pattern in the book. For this example, we're going to take a look at a basic left-right switch. Let's just start with the ride and the ghost patterns. Next, let's tackle the left-handed rides. Next, let's try transitioning with just the rides. We'll leave the paradiddle out for now. Now this is a good place to pause and talk about the actions involved in playing drums. First, you have to physically move your hands and feet from position to position, what I call the physics problem. Second, you have to mentally prepare yourself for the switch. This is arguably the hard part, but it's really the part that will become automated with repetition. So let's tackle the physics first. One exercise I like to do is just physically practice going back and forth between the different positions without playing, like this. From here, it's just a matter of learning the right-handed pattern, and then learning the left-handed pattern. Having done a little bit of prep work, we're now ready to put the two together. You are going to want to play them only as fast as you can play without making any mistakes. And that's a rule that really applies throughout the book. Don't worry if it has to slow to a crawl, you can always work up the speed later. One final thing about the physics. It can be extremely difficult to hit the first few notes of the pattern you're transitioning into. One thing that's helpful, especially at first, is to leave off the last note or two of the pattern you're transitioning out of. I want to stress that the mental adjustment is a higher priority than the physical change, and this can help things run smoothly. You can always work on adding in those last couple of notes later if you want. Finally, let's play it with a metronome up to speed. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you've enjoyed it, drop a comment if you have any questions, and also consider subscribing to this channel for regular updates. Remember to practice hard, and I will see you next time.